On education, 3,000 primary schools and 1,000 middle schools, they are functional. Yesterday, the governor also announced that high schools would open very soon. Banking and ATM facilities are operating normally. I would also like to take this opportunity to, through the Jammu and Kashmir administration, to rebut some reports in the media about shortage of essential drugs. It is a false report. We have reports from different hospitals in the valley. We have seen the stocks of various life-saving drugs, and not even in one instance any hospital has reported shortage of drugs or disposable items. This has been made very clear by the Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh government through a press release. The local government is handling the situation with maturity and restraint. Not a single life has been lost. Not a single live bullet has been fired. The administration is putting all resources necessary to ensure that normalcy returns to the state as soon as possible. And we have noticed, if you look at the situation on the 5th and now, there has been a gradual but a positive improvement in the situation on the ground. Let us not compare the situation there with the situation in other parts of the country. Even in a situation which predates the 5th August, things were not normal to the extent where you can compare it to other cities in the country. But there is a commitment. There is also a commitment that the lives should not be lost, and that is what the government of the state government of Jammu and Kashmir is working towards. Is there any other question which I left out? Any other? जी कोई हाँ नहीं देखिए उसमें ऐसा है एयर स्पेस यूज्ड बाय द प्राइम मिनिस्टर राइट यू सी द एयर स्पेस हैज नॉट बीन क्लोज्ड now whenever you have to travel, whenever there is a VVIP visit traveling out of the country, you basically ask for route permission. Now the route permission is sought, and when you seek the route permission, you can only travel once you have received the route permission from all the countries which fall on the way. So it's a very simple answer to your question. Sanjha?
Sir, you would have seen the US Congress report, which says very clearly that the PTI was elected because of a nexus between the military of Pakistan and the judiciary, and also that he's really a puppet, the Prime Minister, and it's the military that has all the power. I mean, not something that you have not said, but we would like a reaction on that. Any further movement on Kulbhushan Jadhav?
We are in touch with the Pakistani side through diplomatic channels. You are aware that based on the judgment of the International Court of Justice, we have asked for unimpeded full and access to Mr. Jadhav, and the two sides we do remain in touch, and let's see the kind of response we receive from the Pakistani side. Yes, immediate, effective and unhindered consular access, that is what we have requested for. No, look, Pranay, as I mentioned last time as well, that on this matter there is some communication which is going back and forth through the diplomatic channels. Last time I also mentioned that it may not be proper for me to divulge the kind of communication which is going on. You know what, this is something which I think you guys have been writing and doing. I would not like to comment on that. Ji.
सर अमूमन आप इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी पर कुछ नहीं बोलते हैं, लेकिन जैसा कि हम लोग देख रहे हैं कि एक तरफ पाकिस्तान प्रोपेगेंडा में लगा हुआ है, वहीं ये भी खबरें आ रही है कि वो घुसपैठ अलग अलग जरिए अलग अलग सीमा से करने की कोशिश करता है. आईबी की अलर्ट है कि गुजरात में भी घुसपैठ करा रहा है, कश्मीर को डिस्टर्ब कर ही रहा है. इस पर अगर आप कुछ कहना चाहें.
देखिए, हमें पता है और हम काफ़ी सालों से बोल रहे हैं कि पाकिस्तान जो है आतंकवाद को एक स्टेट पॉलिसी की तरह यूज़ करता है, और हर बार जब भी हमें मौका मिला है हमने उनको इस बारे में अवगत कराया है कि हमारे कंसर्न्स क्या हैं। ये आपकी बात बिल्कुल सही है कि हमें खबर मिली है कि पाकिस्तान ये कोशिश कर रहा है आतंकवादियों को इन्फिल्ट्रेट कराने का, और हम तो यही डिमांड करेंगे जो इंटरनेशनल कम्युनिटी डिमांड करती है, जो उनका इंटरनेशनल ऑब्लिगेशन बनता भी है, कि जो आतंकवादी गुट, आतंकवादी संगठन और आतंकवादी वहाँ हैं, उनके खिलाफ पाकिस्तान कार्रवाई करे, ठोस कार्रवाई करे, और जैसा हमने कहा है ऐसी कार्रवाई करे जिससे वो दोबारा वापस ना आ सके, और दोबारा क्रॉस बॉर्डर टेररिज्म की जो हम बात करते हैं वो उनकी तरफ से ना हो पाए। You see, we are all aware that Pakistan has been using terrorism and cross-border terrorism as an instrument of its state policy. We have continued to highlight our concerns in this regard with them. Pakistan has an obligation to fulfill, and take action against terrorist and terror groups operating from its soil. And also it is important for them to now start behaving like a normal neighbor. What do the normal neighbors do? You don't push terrorists into a neighboring country. You do normal talk, you do normal trade. But this is not something which is happening from Pakistan. I think we would like them to behave what a normal neighbor should do in such circumstances. When through geography we happen to be immediate neighbors.